Hi, I'm Suresh Venkat, and guess who we have on FaceTime? Adam Gilchrist. Gilly, you're here representing the University of Wollongong. What are you doing at an IT conference?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's wonderful to be here. I was invited to come and present at the Nasscom conference, and look, we're a university based, we're about an hour south of Sydney in New South Wales. For 6 years we've been bringing a delegation over here looking at forging relationships with Indian business, research and development industries and organisations, and we have a strong focus in the IT sector. We produce the most IT students out of all the Australian universities annually, so we've got some great relationships with Indian IT companies, and to come along and be a part of such a prestigious conference or forum is a big thrill for us.
And what are you going to be talking about today at the conference?
Given the leadership feel around the conference, I'll be drawing on my experiences, not just in cricket, but I guess there'll be a predominant amount of my experience in cricket and the leadership techniques and styles that I was fortunate to experience, but also outside of life. I think everywhere we look, we've got leaders of varying quality and types and styles. So hopefully I can just convey a little bit of my experience in that area for the many leaders that we have here present in the IT sector.
What do you think leaders in the IT sector are going to actually take away from the game of cricket? What could they learn?
Well, I just think between, whether it's just specifically IT or the business sector in general, there's so many crossover common touch points in sport, being in a sporting team, being in successful organisations. All the same sort of philosophies and formulas apply, I feel, about leadership, about culture within an environment, or creating an environment within an organisation that people want to be a part of. Let's face it, if you're turning up to work and you want to be there, that's a pretty big tick. So it's about leaders creating that environment that the team members, whether it's cricket or IT sector, they want to turn up and be a part of that. That's a long way to maximising your productivity.
So make work as much fun as playing a game of cricket.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
In short,
wouldn't it? Yeah.
That would be a good summary.
Yeah.
So Gilly, tell me, are you a big technology man yourself? Do you like your cell phones and your computers? Are you like a geek?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm a geek. I certainly can't leave home without my phone, and I'm progressing in that world of technology there. But look, it's on us now, isn't it? In society, everywhere, in so many varying ways, and social media and so on. It's the way news travels now. It's the way we communicate. So anyone who's not up to speed, even to a basic level, is going to feel a long way out or left behind, or even somewhat alienated. So embrace it, learn it, and where better to learn it than at Nasscom conference with the experts.
And let me ask you one final question, this one about cricket. We've seen a lot of technology being used in cricket with Hawkeye technology and replays and all sorts of sophisticated electronics being used in cricket. Has this made the game better or worse?
Oh, look, a bit of both. I do think there are elements in the game where the technology is fantastic, and if we have the appropriate technology, it should be implemented into the game. There are areas too that I do feel that maybe it's at a cost to just a component, and that is the spirit of the game and the integrity of the game. I mean, I don't particularly like challenging umpires. I think they're there for a reason, and it goes against the spirit of the game.
So not a fan of the UDRs?
Oh, not really. Certainly, if there's going to be referrals, maybe leave it to the umpires and let them be the ones who suggest when it should or shouldn't be implemented. Don't as a player be allowed to question the authority in that regard, because they are the ones that are adjudicating on the game. And I think there's an element of old school romance to that about respect and understanding where you fit in the bigger picture. So yeah, there's a place for technology definitely in sport. It's just how well it balances up and not costing the integrity of the game.
Indian business right now is somewhat like a batsman is a little out of form. There's lots of accusations of bribery, the business environment is slowing down, not too much investment coming in. So business is wondering what they should do. Could they learn something from a batsman or a bowler or a wicketkeeper who's out of form? How do you get back into the game when you're out of form? Well,
I think in times of adversity, in downturns and down times, that's where the people that are, I mean, firstly, I guess you've got to stabilise and get your foundations right to make sure that you are relevant and surviving. But really then, it's all about opportunity. There's so much opportunity.
What happened when you went out of form? How did you get back in the game?
I think trying to get it back to like what we said about that enjoyment level. I was never one to really self-analyse my game a lot, but if I over-analyse, I'd just spiral out of control. So trying to break it down, get back to the fundamentals, work out why. For me, in cricket, it was enjoyment. That's what I love doing. So enjoy the work that was required to get the runs coming again.
Don't worry too much about winning or losing, I would imagine.
Try to eliminate that from your mindset. Very few people are successful at things that they aren't passionate about. Most people are successful because they're interested in something, they're passionate about it. If that's the foundation with which you're working from, be it business, be it sport, you're a long way to moving up the chain of success.
All right. Adam Gilchrist, thank you for talking to us.
Pleasure.
All the best with your work at the University of Wollongong and at Nasscom.
Thanks, Suresh.
Thank you.